The whole point in investing is to get a return on investment. You want the ROI. And we were talking a lot about cash, getting cash back in, cash flow, cash income. And like, what would you buy right now? What would you invest in? Is maybe real estate. But the real estate would have to be a hell of a deal. Like, I would have to know it's a flip and the money's coming back to me quickly. Like, I would invest in somebody's flip, short-term sort of stuff. But would I do a buy and hold right now? Like, it would have to be a very amazing repositioning. Like, this would have to be the coolest, sexiest repositioning in order for me to invest in it right now. But I don't see them happening. I see this fluff garbage deal. Like, I'm not interested. Like, right now is not the time for me in my career to invest in real estate for like multifamilies. But like, who doesn't have a house, right? They don't have a single family, don't have any kind of rental, shouldn't be buying a multifamily right now. Like we were just talking about it, Mitch, with your partner. It's like he should sell his single and buy a 3-family because he'd make a ton of money from the profits. Sell the single, maybe walks away with $100,000, and he can take that and buy a 3-family for the same amount of money using that down payment. And he's still got cash. And now he's got cash flow coming into his life where he could do other things with that other money and invest in maybe building a business or buy more real estate, take that money, roll it into a flip. There's a lot of things that could be done, but owning a single family home right now, foolish. Sell the single family, invest in an owner-occupied 3 or 4 family, and then go rent from somebody else.
That's what we're doing.
Sell the single family and move to Roatan,
which is a 5-unit. So it's Airbnb, or actually we've got a lot of people who want to stay a long time there. So Walter, you're always saying, don't depend on the Airbnb, even though Roatan is like the place where cruise ships come and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not that worried about it, but we did look at it as just a regular rental investment. Still worked.
Nice.
Mike, the way you bought it made so much sense because you bought it with the intention, like the numbers were, well, if I had to stick with long-term rentals, I could survive. Like it would make sense on long-term rentals. I don't talk shit about Airbnb because I don't think it makes sense. I think it makes sense after you could handle the loan by yourself, like without having to have Airbnb.
Exactly.
Leverage the heck out of it, man. Take advantage of it, because the Airbnb pays more before the
right.
to use it. And the day it stops paying more, just slam a long-term tenant in.
Yeah, and the other side is what you said. We're selling our single-family house, so that's kind of cool. Paying it off. So we used it. We got a line of credit on it, but we're going to pay that all off, and it allowed me to buy 3 or 4 buildings. So yeah,
all of those buildings paying cash flow. This new house in Roatan is not a single family house, it's a 5-family that's paying you to live there.
Yes.
And you can at some point build, whatever you want because it's cheap to build in Roatan.
Right. And if I want to come back for the summer, I can stay in an apartment in Newport or something.
Pick an apartment, right? You stay in Newport. If you have a vacancy in one of your units, you can take one of those. Like you have a lot of options because you now own rental property in multiple spots across the country.
Woohoo!
Here's the beauty of it. You could take your time and go and rent in California if you want, because the properties are paying cash flow. So it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what your FICO goes up, your rents go up.
Yeah, we were actually talking Italy.
There you go. The time zone difference is nice.
That's awesome. And continue to run the business from anywhere in the world. That's kind of the lesson I picked up from COVID, is that big companies were sending people home and they were living in other places. There were some closings. We had people who were working in downtown New York City, Manhattan, who bought like a big house in Rhode Island because they were not going back. They were just going to work out of their Newport mansion because, the New York dollars, the amount of money that they have when they come to Rhode Island, it's like, oh, I'll take that little cottage or whatever. That's like $1.5 million.
Yeah, the real estate goes way longer. Their money goes longer in Rhode Island than on Long Island.
Yeah. And I heard somebody who said that. They said, it's an hour. If you take the train from New York, it's an hour longer between Connecticut, where they were all buying stuff, and they got way more bang for their buck to go, say to Westerly, Rhode Island, or someplace like that. And you get to live where Taylor Swift has a house, so that's an extra bonus.
Swifty.
So Mitch, right now, where are you at? You're the stock, you're the crypto guy. We're watching.
Where am I at? I'm on.
Yeah, where are you at? I need to know this.
I'm on Roatan-realestate.com looking at homes. Apparently, there's a Remax broker there that's on top of their game. They have a link for investing and financing and talk about how a lot of seller financing happens in Roatan. Apparently, you can also use your IRA and 401k to invest through to buy property in Roatan. This is like the most.
I have a couple of realtors down there too, so you can.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's a very informative site. I'm impressed. None of the US people are doing this on there. Come on, Remax US, step up your game.
We were talking about the fact that when you go down to Roatan, Brenda was mentioning this today. There are like so many like really nice restaurants. They're not fancy restaurants, but the decor is nice. It's modern. They've done a really good. It's not just like some side of the road like sandwich shop. These are like there's this place that had like a bunch of vegan options called Chris. And like you walk in there, it's like a boutique. It's like all beautiful, nice stuff. So the island is really, they're good. They are. I don't know. They're just smart at what they're doing.
I was just searching to see if my dream view house was still on the market. I'd be amazed if it was.
Yeah, they said something about that. They put it back on the market.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know what though? I just went on this. I see a 3-bed house for 319,000, and the first picture is the patio with the ocean view.
Nice. Let's go.
I'm
Can I
about to
tell you a
sell.
quick funny story? Brenda goes to the allergist with Noah, just check up because he's allergic to peanuts. And anyway, and so she mentions that we're moving to Roatan, and the guy checking out Noah, whatever, do whatever he does, and he leaves the room. We're like, okay, doctors leave the room, and he comes back and he's like, yeah, I was just checking out that Roatan. It was amazing. It's like, dude, what are you doing? He left, jumped on his computer, and started just checking out Roatan. We thought he was like doing some work or another patient.
Dude, imagine this. Like, let me ask: if we build a business in Roatan, do we pay U.S. taxes?
When?
Do we pay U.S. taxes?
Yeah, I don't know the answer, but I can find out.
On what?
Online internet business? I want to know.
On the business that's based out of Roatan, I'm not sure. I think so.
Pay me in pesos, motherfucker.
Dude, the U.S. is
Neil.
hardcore.
We gotta get
Any
Neil
income,
on the
I'm pretty sure
call.
any income you earn, as long as you're a U.S. citizen, you have to pay taxes on that income. The U.S. Uncle Sam does you dirty.
Yeah.
That's why there was so many people renouncing their citizenship. That number keeps
I
going up
refuse
every
to
year.
take the U.S. dollar from now on. You can pay me in Bitcoin.
Damn, this house is awesome. It's off the beaten path, though. It's like literally down a dirt road.
Which end is it at? Is it
I don't
near
know. It's
West
in, do you know
Bay,
where
West
Jonesville
End?
is? It's East End.
East End.
Yeah, it's East End.
Yeah,
We don't want
that's-
East End. We want West End.
West End. West End.
Bro, my
East
friends
End
are.
is cool. It's like very quiet, but you
West
wanna-
End,
East End is
of
very
Roatan was-
quiet.
I liked it
Yeah.
much more. Like the East
But
End
the
was
bugs.
like nothing going on. What is it?
East-
Bugs?
The bugs on the East End.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like
yeah.
it's the same as the bugs here in Florida. Like,
Get eaten up way more in Roatan. But I think, Mike, right? West Bay, the bugs are not nearly as
Said
bad,
something
right?
about either the north side of the island or the south side gets like more wind, so they get blown away.
Gotcha.
So
I gotta find the area.
where that place we stayed was on the north side, and we got eaten alive. So I
Eaten
would
alive.
recommend that.
yeah, that's the one we don't go to.
Yeah, I
Don't
gotta
to the
go-
north side.
But
Gotta live
anyways,
in
once
my-
you live there, you're gonna build up an immunity. It doesn't matter. That's what they said. They said people.
True.
don't-
Yeah, you get
That's
used to
right.
malaria and Lyme disease. It's
I'll
just-
pass on getting bit up all the time. I got the O positive blood. The bugs love it. It's their favorite.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
totally
so-
down for that part is like the worst part. I hate
We were supposed to talk about crypto. Oops.
Yeah.